Good morning, God bless you. So when I first reported coughing up the blood was back in January of 2021, whatever the case was. I realized it was really a problem. And after that Jew that lived with injured me, he was gone for a few months, I think, at this point in time. Almost a half a year, but he left behind an injured African-American man. After living 5 years with a stinking Jewish Norman Bates Woody Allen ass, when he had his way with me. And TSI, like a treatment team, tried to cover up his tracks and kind of gave me a stalemate, kind of a detention by the Nassau County Police, where he put out that I threatened him, like a lying-ass Jew. And it took me to Mercy Hospital, and Mercy turned around and said, fuck that. We agreed that Jew, they didn't say dirty, was targeting you. When I got back to that apartment, he was gone. You understand? But now, months later, right? So when I got very sick now, how did it work? When I got very sick, very, very sick, I forgot how it worked. I went to Franklin General in Valley Stream. And what they did was, when I made it to the ER, there was a yarmulke Jew to actually discourage me from telling them how I got kidney failure. Normally doctors say, have you been smoking cigarettes? They know how to do key things to talk around. That was the government. That was a clear indication. The government now, to cover Jews. There was an African-American doctor, but it's primarily a Jew. I don't know how he came into the picture. But it's a stretch of course for me. But he was under like a little, he was anxious to come and see. You could tell that he was interested in my case. And his job was to make me scared to tell, the Jewish guy did this to me. You understand it? The government. It's like, and I was trying to use an analogy, like a woman being raped by a particular individual. When you get to the ER, somebody similar from that race or whatever it is serving you. Whether he's Muslim, no matter what he is. You pretty much want to tell the doctors, no. Fine. They're going to try to say you mentally, what's wrong, man? He's perfectly fine. But you don't feel safe opening your mouth. And the government knew my profile. And that's how they bought more time making me sign an AMA. They normally ask you key questions. Have you been doing this lately? Have you been noticed? They ask you about this, but they didn't ask you like they know me. They know what to ask, what not to ask. Sometimes you need a person to give you that little segue where you're like, yeah. But that's the whole point. They don't want to get down to it. And that little smelly Jewish girl behind them, we give you some food upstairs. And that's the last thing she yelled. To make sure, I told everybody in the ER to make sure I'm convinced. Because I didn't speak up when I was supposed to. That's one of my problems in life. That's been one of my problems. That's one of my bigger problems. When I'm supposed to really speak up, I've been known to clam up. I've been known to do that shit. I have been known to do it because, I don't know that I need somebody there. I'm used to people just getting out of shit. Whether Miriam Cantor like to use my penis, and they got a lawyer on the phone, and they would also change the environment of the ER, the government, the federal government. That's what's up. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. It also makes it seem like we're investigating because they don't want a race war. The federal government, I've seen it before. Like they're really going to look into my case. And they've been doing that to me for years. Because I'm a drifter. I'm a person who, I'm like a target. I can't let you go. And to me, one thing I should know you can tell you for sure is change your emergency room around or not. Because you don't want a race war. They did use a Jew But a yarmulke who was there to intercept and start to break down. If I would have said anything about a Jew hurting me, you're not supposed to feel like awkward. And he was like, are you a psychiatric patient? That's right. That's how they get out of it. Immediately. Ain't that fucked up? Like, right's supposed to work for me. It's cruel. That is fucking cruel. That's why I don't listen to psychiatrists. Here's a psychiatric history. He probably lacks the. We ain't going for that shit, man. You ain't gonna keep trusting me around. That I'm facing you on your own turf. To share what this is about. That little pill keeps buying you time. It's like a guaranteed pill. Then you want to see somebody to argue in the ER to build me up, so it's the truth. Now I got you all fucked up. All you stinking ass Jews. You understand it now? God ain't letting this shit go. And guess what? You supposed to work this out with me a long time ago. When Miriam Cantor electrocuted my penis like a human being, but I think enough is enough now. You Jews ain't gonna be bullying me no more. You're afraid to lose your anti-Semitic law, respect, all that shit you be popping and run across that borderline. And you ain't gonna have no fucking Holocaust as an excuse no more. That's what you're afraid of, to lose that power. And you will go through great lengths. That shit is over with now, those days, those things. But when you want to use it as, look, I'm a Holocaust survivor, and show your fucking numbers in a concentration camp, like that means something to some fucking body. I never did nothing to you. You understand? A day in my life, like you people never existed. I never went to your house. I played baseball with a couple of you. A Polish Jew. But no more than that. But now I'm a grown man. And that's how you weasel out. Because you use psychiatric history against me. That maybe I'm imagining things. Your yarmulke don't mean shit to me no more. Because you up to lie and be scared of you. And I cannot really do it at this junction anymore. When I'm about to die. That's why one of my friends said, what is the nationality of the psychiatrists? We want to know shit now. Well, basically, I don't give a fuck. You found your black doctor at one point, little black doctor, like we know what you're doing. Like, tell me, like, she's giving me a break. This shit is serious. You understand? If I was a black doctor, I'd tell the truth. And they hear me too. That you wouldn't tell me shit. Right? I'll tell you the fucking truth. I would do it, but see, we gotta wait for me either to die, or we gotta wait like 40 years and shit changes. We can be a little more vocal as doctors. Because you gotta play this, you gotta be a represent this hospital. So you're not gonna say, I'm not stupid. You're not gonna say something offensive that could be held against the hospital. You gotta be careful with your fucking words. And you need me to be, no, I'm not doing that shit. You're not putting me in a trance or something when you bullshitting me. We need his death.